So how does karma work? Hmm? The karmic system, how it works is really, really complex. It is like weather patterns. It's like how weather works. We can understand little bit, we can predict little bit, but most of the time it is unpredictable, right? The more we know about it, the more unpredictable it becomes. So it is basically unpredictable and uncontrollable. Okay. And it is infinite. Means there is no limit to it. Hmm? And the more we know about it, it will play in some other way. The best is you don't know anything about it. I will do everything for you. Okay. But then your knowledge, when it's not complete, the way you think is not matching with my perception. So many times the energy flow will not be effective. Okay. So that is why I like to give it as much as possible, little bit today, as much as possible, so that you can understand the flow a little bit. Yep. So little bit, as much as possible, I'm going to logicalize it. Hmm? Understand it as much as possible, and then ask me questions at the end on clarifying intellectually how it is. Okay. It is complex does not mean that you don't understand or you don't give your mind. You have to engage with the teaching still. Okay. See, people who are in weather, who are working in weather pattern, weather prediction company, they do engage completely in the scientific study, right? They do completely engage and learn, and then they participate in the prediction system, right? Even though in totality we can never understand it, right? It's too complex for human mind or even computers. Even now AI is coming, so it's going to be more understandable, but not completely understandable. Okay, right. So let's go into a little bit of the perception. How I think is how scriptures think, right? How Krishna thinks, how the whole system works is what we're going to discuss. Okay. So I have not drawn this diagram. I'm going to draw it with you. Okay. So it won't be perfect. I will be improvising it, but engage with me. Okay. So that you can understand a little bit. Can you see this? Yep. Okay. So this is basically you. Okay. You're here. Okay. Now you with your, so what you have is your ego, right? Actually, you have three things actually. Okay. One is ego, one is mind, and third is intellect. Okay, you are nothing but a combination of these three. Okay, mind, intellect, and ego. Okay, now depending on a set of perceptions from the perceptions are nothing part of the wisdom body. Okay, depending on the perceptions, you're going to react to certain situations. So depending on the perception, you're going to generate emotions. Okay, so here in the emotional system, so you will have so we are not actually worried about the positive emotions. Okay, we're looking at the negative emotions only here. Okay, so we have, what are the four major emotions? The first and foremost is hurt. Okay, the second is fear, the third is anger, and the fourth is hatred. If you can handle these four, the rest is easy. So you don't have to individually go and handle everything else. But this is formed out of the perceptions. Okay. Now, now these emotions combined with Hmm. so this is incomplete emotions plus memory is equal to emotional charge. Okay. So you take on emotional charges. So I'm drawing it with you because then you have time. I'm going to explain to you slowly, so you have time to digest. Okay, emotional charges. Okay, so now the next major knowledge is so karma equal to emotional charge. Okay, so here emotional charges you have like So emotional charges are continuously produced by us as we feel. Okay. So this gets the karma are of three kinds, right? Karma are of three kinds. So that is so first is Sanchita karma, second is Prarabdha karma, third is Agami karma. Okay, not tough, isn't it? Okay, means emotions are formed in three ways. That's what it is. Okay, Sanchita karma is nothing but your whole life. Oh, entire all past lives. Okay, Prarabdha karma is nothing but this life, this life. Okay, yeah, this Indian language. Yeah, Agami karma is borrowed karma, means others karma. Okay, here in borrowed karma is what most of the time collective karma. Karma you can get it from reading news, etc. You can collect enormous. Okay, you can collect. Okay, or you just live in the world, you still can collect. Just being in this world is enough. But if you read news or if you read about others, if you think about negative people, if you read about anything negative people are doing, anything in the world, even if it's the worst thing, you are still connecting to their collective consciousness, which is whatever they are doing, you're also taking a bit of it. Okay. Then you have relatives, right? Or how do you say, loved ones and friends, right? Right. So this one, three put together, it will give it a different color. Okay. Okay. So past life, how many past life would I had? Hmm? We would have had, if we are a human being, traveling as a human being, as a being in this world, then we would have had 500 plus human lives. Okay. And 8.4 million species lives. Okay. So there is no count to it, how many past lives we have had. Hmm? So this is the whole karma put together, means whatever you have had in the past lives, all of them put together is this karma. Okay. So we have absolutely no access or control to it. Okay. No access, no control. Okay. So this here, your only your guru can actually connect you here. You cannot connect. Hmm? In case you try, it's very dangerous. Never try that. Okay. Borrowed karma is this. Now this life, right? So, no, so borrowed karma is also addictions. Most of the addictions are borrowed karma, borrowed karmas. Okay. So all kinds of addictions. Most of them, most of them. Addictions, smoking, seeing others smoke, for example, right? So this is borrowed karma. Okay. Now this life karma. Hmm? Now this life, what you have is the next question. Okay. So you are here, you became the ego, which means you felt separate. Ego is nothing but separate sense of separate self. It is not the pride. Okay. Sense of separate self. Right? It is not the feeling of pride. Oh, I'm super great. Not that ego. This is just that you feel you exist separately in the world. That sensation, that perception is ego. Okay. So agame karma is borrowed from others. Okay. It's not like addictions, habits. Okay. Heritage also is borrowed karma. Oh no, heritage will come something essentially. Okay. So people say like, it's my habit, I cannot change. It comes here. Okay. Now comes this life. Okay. So this life you have, you get it from your. So no need to take notes. They will give you this. Okay. I'll put it on the website. So this life you have your mother and your father. Right? Really simple, right? Okay, so you have a father and a mother, correct? Sir, anybody who's born here with only father, only mother? No testy babies, no cloned babies here, right? Okay, so now here diagram wise is supposed to be above you, right? Hmm? But here for the flow sake, I'm going to draw below you. Okay. So mother and father are nothing but born from their mother and father, right? So this basically your grandmother, right? He is your grandfather, right? And this one will continue down, right? So then you have this when I say third level, right? So this is your seven generation. So this is your second level. Second generation, okay? And this is your third generation, right? So this will continue till continues continues infinitely, right? But we work on seven generation. Yes, emotions affect us. Okay. So seven generations down, their emotions affect us, right? So total roughly, it's not exactly, okay, roughly 128 forefathers or ancestors. Okay. Now, at any given point of time, at any given point of time, one forefather, mother, whatever, okay, I would say ancestor, sister is operating as your ego. So this is the key teaching for Homa. Okay, which means if they are operating, right, which means that you do not exist. Only ancestor exists. No person. Get it? No one is sleeping, right? Tia, are you with us? Are you with us? Yeah, please stay awake, okay? Because this, if you get this, then very easily I can track your karmas. Also, your habits, everything will change. Okay? So you do not exist. Only ancestors exist inside you. No person inside, right? At any given point of time, one ancestor is operating as your ego. Ancestor is operating. So if you think I'm feeling sad today, I'm feeling happy today, I'm having breakfast today, who is having breakfast? Your ancestor in your mind. Your body is there. Your body is also ancestors, right? Right? So definitely you're not your body. That is a long time old teaching, right? You are the body, you're out of this process. The body, right? So this ancestor, the maze here is to find which is the ancestor who is active at a given point of time. Hmm? Out of the 128 people who is not living now, how do you know who it is? Hmm? And karmas also work from one of them, right? The active ancestors, karmas, emotions, habits, um, addictions, behavior is active. It's active at a given point, at a given time. Okay. And this keeps shifting. Every day is different. Especially if you have a keep changing at no sign. Means they're unpredictable. Okay? So it is unpredictable basically which ancestor it is. So this Homa you find one ancestor, next Homa is another ancestor, right? This Homa you find one ancestor, your grandmother, and then you find their emotions, karmas, you find their emotions, their experiences, right? And now tomorrow it's different. Okay, this is highly unpredictable and it's like weather pattern, it keeps changing. Even in a moment, it can just shift for no reason. Okay, especially if there is a problem, it shifts. Hmm? So our maze is actually which is the ancestor active now. This is my work. Okay, you don't have to be doing this. Okay, which ancestor is active today, and we have to liberate them. Okay, liberate them means take them to the next level. Okay. So this one is known as Purnahuti. We do Purnahuti here. Okay. So this part is Purnahuti. Which ancestor is? Once I see which ancestor, immediately I can do Purnahuti. Purnahuti is nothing but final offering. Final offering in fire. Nothing but Purnahuti. Always remember, learn the Sanskrit words, not just English. Okay. You learn by heart the Sanskrit words. It's very, very important due to so many reasons. Okay? Because it has got much more meaning than final offering in Sanskrit. So much is there. It is not final offering, it's not the translation. It's just some indication of the meaning. That's it. Hmm? So we put final offering. And after this, what will happen is your ego shift will happen. So here, you will shift from ego to higher self. Higher self is nothing but the divine. Okay. So once you become a divine, so what are the signs of the divine? So you will see that the divine is the divine is nothing but, first of all, positive feelings, positive thoughts, right? Holistic thinking, even holistic also. Holistic thinking, okay? Then, I mean, you can never finish writing divine's qualities, but futuristic, okay? And expansive, power, powerful feelings, okay? Now, the moment you do this, you in this place, you're out of your karma, okay? So you're out of karma in this part. Okay, out of karma. From here, I will say, look into the future. Means from here, after the fire is over, then you go into future visualization. Okay. So here you can say, when I say positive feelings, it is not like you have positive and negative. Sometimes you have the mind and you see yourself feeling positive. So there is no two there. There is only one there. Only positive feelings will be there. How babies are, right? How children are, like that. Okay. But I cannot write no negative thoughts here because then you're thinking about negative, right? I cannot write here. You have to understand that intellectually. Okay, all I can do is I can say only positive feeling. I can write that. If you have even one negative feeling, doubt or fear, you're not yet shifted. Which means again you have to go through the process. Okay. So future visualization. And here you can do manifestation. Manifestation. Okay. And also you can say instant manifestation means it right away you will start manifesting in this stage regardless. Instantly start manifesting. This is why many times we have seen as soon as we finish homework the next day, right, we will have several things that is coming in our favor. Okay. So when I say what your problems are, I'm actually looking at this karmic level here. Where does it come from? Sanjita karma, we cannot do anything. Okay. Prarabdha karma is something we can touch. Agami karmas, we can easily burn. Okay. So this is easy, this is medium, and this is the toughest. Okay. So when you're awakened, when you attend the 3-day program, right, that's when you get awakened. And when you're awakened, your prarabdha karma will be burnt. Especially as of now, as that point of time, whatever your prarabdha karma is there, it will be burnt. Okay. So awakening burns prarabdha karma. Okay. So this is not this life, past life, and borrowed life, right? So you can see here, this life, past lives, and borrowed life. Hmm? So your life is nothing but your ancestors. So then I will be checking. First, I will be scanning you. Means if you are participating, you will be scanning yourself to find out what your this life problems are, and what is that emotion that you have that created the karma. See, this is the major equation. Many times you come to me and say that I have this big problem, and you give me a whole list of problems, but you don't have emotions in that at all. I don't see emotional problems saying that I have these emotions which I deal with. You don't say that at all. You just say, I want money, I want car, I want fame, I want whatever, right? So my work is as you speak, I will be scanning and finding what are your emotions. Okay. Because karma is equal to emotional charge. So yes, it may be some from the past lives. It may be from present life. It may be from others. Okay. So this one, when we're doing the awakening process, okay, this part, your guru has the power and right to give you this burn You're awakening. See, your guru has the right. If a person, if your guru does not have the power to do this, don't go to that guru. Okay, so your guru is empowered to burn your personal karmas. That's what this karma, this prarabdha means. Your personal karma. Guru is empowered. I can do it. Definitely, your participation is required, right? But with your participation and permission, I can do it. Okay. Now, what you normally do is, as soon as you get this free, your mind will be free. Suddenly, you start going into your collective things. Okay. Either you go to help out your family members or your friends, and you start collecting agame karmas. You start increasing this agame karmas. And then you start collecting, generate emotions. Remember, from based on your perceptions, you generate emotions, even if it is sympathy, empathy, and all this, still is emotions with respect to others, and you store it. And then it creates more karma, and then prarabdha karma, you start increasing again. You get it? So in Sinarchy, we deal with the prarabdha karma to give you awakening. But after awakening, there is a process of enlightenment, which is growing into the oneness, right? So you have to fall into the groove. But normally I've seen that because you don't have the knowledge, you jump into others suddenly because you'll feel compassion and love, and immediately you start helping others. I'm not saying don't help others, okay? Or you don't help means you fight with others, means you engage with others. We are helping others every time in a million times more way. And you bring your loved ones, will help everyone, right? But you don't help them. Divine will help in a million times better way, right? When you start helping, you start attuning with them. And then you borrow karmas. Even if you don't engage, you can get karmas. Okay. So simple attunement alone can get you karmas. Can ignite karmas. Okay. So that is why we don't entertain, and no spiritual people do get into this, because I don't have that kind of I would say freedom to tell you, be strict with you. I'm allowing this because I can't, I'm helpless. But if you go to India and go to my gurus, they'll immediately ban you from this. No reading news, no nothing. Okay. We are not saying don't read news or don't engage with people, don't help people at all. You can read news, you can engage with people, you can help people. We are not saying that, but not in your current perceptions. Okay. Your current perceptions will generate emotions which are negative, okay, or even positive. Even if it's positive, even if you're feeling altruistic to those people, still you are getting attuned with them. Okay? Even positive emotions are also same thing. Okay. So here I cannot empty or help the world. I cannot help the world karma to be released. Okay, because there are 8 billion people, right? And it's too vast and infinite. I can only help you. I cannot even help your other loved ones. I can only help you. So if you come and tell me like your father has this problem, mother has this problem, sister has this problem, I look into you to find what the problem is. If they attend, then it's good. Now, if you don't attend, let's say they don't participate, If your loved ones are not participating, husband, your wife, or children, parents are not participating, this agame karma, which is nothing but your parents are part of this, right? Relatives, see this, relatives or loved ones, right? Will slowly transfer into your system through this emotions. Not that the karmic transfer will come. Their karma cannot be transferred to you. Okay, don't get into that. I collected others' feelings, others. Many people tell me this. I was very good. Other people came into my life. He was so negative that I collected all his negativeness. It never happens actually. Okay, what happens is a little bit more complex situation where you generate some emotions with them, which are nothing but hurt, fear, anger, and hatred, right? And through that emotion, you store it in your body and you add karmas, and then you have more prarabdha karma, this life karma, and then you come back again into the cycle, and then you have attunement with them. You get it? Through that attunement, you ignite more and more and more of these emotions. That's how you get karma. So it's not an option. That is, you leave your loved ones and then you only grow. Okay, it doesn't work like that, even though for some times it works. Okay, now if you are not if they are not part of any process, not religious uh, how do you say habits, I'm saying, okay, or practices, not like they can be going to the largest temple in the world and they can be going every day, still karma, if it is not burnt, will continue in them. You get it? Because only the guru has the guru is empowered to burn your karmas, no one else. Okay, through the guru, god only does it. That is different, that we will discuss later. Okay, so that is why this part, the west, in the west, people don't deal with this because they don't know how to deal with it. So they don't burn your karmas, they actually add on. We are not even allowed to remove karmas. Sometimes we are not allowed to touch. So we cannot say helping a person is good. Because karma is like, my daughter has an exam, okay, and I feel empathy and I write it for her. It's like that. Some exams, sometimes it's required, so I cannot help her. So let's say you go and find a person is having some problem and you help them without involving your guru or god. Okay, god, remember, the direct actual god, not the god whom you think it is. Okay, then what will happen is that karma, what you help others, will get activated in you, and then your prarabdha will go up. We have seen this so many times, people helping others. Some people help others, we have seen like directly problems starting, same problems, when of some devotees start trying to help others by themselves. So if you want to help them, come into the process, into the programs, and then go through the scientific methodology given in the scriptures to burn karmas and help them. We can help them in a million times. I have big example to show you, worth maybe $100 million, that scale right now happening. I can share with you. So it is completely there, and in the future we're going to scientific study. It's too complex for a scientific study, otherwise we could have done it. We will do it in the future. Okay, now sanchita karma is all your karmas in the past lives, and whatever you have, right? So as soon as you get awakened, your part of sanchita karma opens up. It's like you have a small pond in your house. When that water is empty, you will connect it to the dam, and the more water will come from the dam into your area. Get it? It's like that. Until it is not empty, it does not get transferred much. And then agame karma is nothing but a sync with the sanchita karma. That is why I say you don't transfer karmas, but you get in attunement with others' karmas, which are nothing but your past life karmas. That is why they are not giving you karmas. If you think like that, you will think that others are giving you some suffering, right? If you see this, oh, I'm getting suffering from others collective suffering are coming into me. Not like that. You already have all those suffering in the past lives, but it's in the Sanjita karma, which is in the big account, in the dam, which you don't access, so you don't know about it. As soon as you leave your body, you enter into the divine abode. You can, from that realm, you can actually see your Sanjita karma. Which is infinite in nature. You can never finish it off. If you want a number, we counted 640 million karmas in 10 years you make. It is scientifically countable. Right? Imagine 500 lifetimes. So that is why don't think that you can finish off something. Okay? Because many people come and tell me, like, I have worked on my emotions for 10 years. I don't want to work anything more. I'm done with my emotions. I worked 10 years. I worked with a therapist. Now I'm done. Now I just want to live free. Right? It doesn't work like that, because the moment you work, first of all, if you're not working through scientific methodology, your deletion of your current karmas will increase your prarabdha karma. See, if I write the exam, if my daughter has an exam, she goes to a person inside her school and says, I don't want to write the exam, you write it for me. She writes it for you. Later on, your teacher will find it, and then teacher will say, write your exam again, do it 10 times more, like that. Get it? So in the untraditional way, if it is not written in the scriptures, if it's not scientifically done, if it is not done by the divine, it can actually increase in the future. Okay? So that is why don't play with it, or don't try to do anything with any of this. It's just for your understanding, the thinking way, so that you don't blame others or your life for your problems. I say, no, all your problems are because of you, because all the emotions you generate is by you only. Right? Karma is nothing but emotion, right? So everything is generated by you. So all your problems are by you only. Right? Now here, remember, this thing here, incomplete emotions are nothing but your life. If you ask me, like, what is life, is driven by your past stored emotions by forming engrams. Okay? This is this is one of the big teachings. Okay. So this is only your life. This is only your life. This is only a karma. This is only your physical body problems. Everything is this. Okay. So if you're not experiencing emotions, means your mind is hiding the whole complex mechanism in which you work, which means you will cut off from any of the further processes. So knowledge cannot do anything, right? Can any of your knowledge help in any of this? Nothing, right? Nothing. So when we follow scientific procedure, then when we burn the karmas and when we go into this shift in identity, right? When we are out of karma, immediately you automatically help your father, mother, sister, brother, loved ones, everyone. Automatically you start helping them. Because their problems are nothing but your problems. You created problems for them, right? So when your problems are not there, suddenly they have better life. Others, ask your loved ones. Okay. So that's how you help others, by helping yourself. Now when we do world blessing, what will happen is we are getting our karmas burned, and we are helping this collective karmas to reduce. So you're getting benefit. So you can have like little bit of your this life karma removed. That is flow, it will flow out. The best practice you can do is everyday world blessing, because we here you can actually get credits by helping. It's just like having a job. You have a job, you get money. You work on world blessing, you get credits. Okay, get credits. Free burning of this life karmas will happen through world blessing. Every day you participate in world blessing, this is what will happen to you. Okay. So now above this, above you, we didn't look into, right? So above you also there are certain layers. Okay. You are nothing but 5 layers of consciousness. Okay. I think I will, about this, I will go into the next session, because then we won't have the time for homework. Okay. The above you is what we do in the process. In 3-day program, we actually go into the details of your structure, your consciousness structure, your body, your mind, your intellect, your ego, layers of it, which we spoke a little bit down here. We will go deeper into that, this layer, mind, intellect, ego, and so on. We will go into the next session here. Okay, so here is nothing but Panchakosha, and this is then you this is your divine, right? Divine, and Panchakosha is driven by chakras. Okay, and nadis, for example. It's not perfect. Okay, I'm just we work on your breathing is here, right? Chakras is here. Okay? So through that you get liberated to get and God realized to get to the divine. So do you have any questions?